Let me tell you about a man who rose from a small kingdom to conquer the known world before he was even 33, Alexander the Great. He was born in Macedonia, a kingdom north of Greece, in 356 BC. His father, King Philip II, was a military genius who united most of the Greek city-states. His mother, Olympias, filled his head with stories of heroes. From a young age, Alexander stood out. He tamed a wild horse named Bucephalus when no one else could. His teacher was Aristotle, who taught him philosophy, science, and stories of Achilles, who became Alexander's lifelong hero. When Alexander was just 20, his father was assassinated and he took the throne. The Greek states thought they could break free, but Alexander crushed the rebellion. He destroyed Thebes so thoroughly that only the temples were left standing. That sent a clear message: he was in charge now. With Greece secure, he turned his eyes east, Persia. The Persian Empire was the biggest, richest power in the world, led by King Darius III. Most would have been intimidated. Alexander wasn't. He crossed into Asia with about 35,000 men and never looked back. His first major battle was at the Granicus River, where he defeated a much larger Persian force. Then came Issus, where Darius himself fled the battlefield. Alexander treated Darius's captured family with respect, but he kept chasing the king. He moved south, taking cities along the coast, including Tyre, which he sieged for 7 brutal months. When he reached Egypt, the people welcomed him. There, he founded the city of Alexandria, one of many cities he named after himself. Then came the biggest test, the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC. Darius had an enormous army, some say over 1 million but likely around 100,000. Alexander, with far fewer men, used flawless tactics to break their lines and claim victory. Darius fled again, only to be betrayed and killed by his own men. With Darius gone, Alexander became king of Persia. But he wasn't done. He wanted to go further, to India. He marched through harsh deserts and high mountains, eventually facing King Porus at the Hydaspes River. Porus brought war elephants. The battle was brutal, but Alexander won, impressed by Porus's courage, and made him an ally. But by now his men were tired. They'd been marching for years far from home. When they reached the edge of the known world, they refused to go further. Alexander turned back, taking a deadly route through the Gedrosian desert, losing many soldiers to hunger and heat. He made it back to Babylon, and though still young, he started planning new campaigns. Maybe Arabia, maybe beyond. But then, suddenly, he fell sick. Some say it was a fever, some say poison. Either way, he died in 323 BC, just before his 33rd birthday. He left behind no clear successor. His generals fought over his empire, which shattered into pieces, but his legacy lived on. He had spread Greek culture across continents, founded cities, and changed the world forever. That was Alexander, a king, a conqueror, a legend.